fishing in midsummer, there's only one chance for a big haul. The wrong timing leads to heat stroke and an empty catch. Summer is a season where choosing the right weather is even more important than in spring and autumn. Because of the high water temperature in summer, fish can only enter shallow waters to feed for a relatively short time, which means their feeding period is brief. In other words, summer is often marked by high temperatures and low air pressure, making fish prone to surfacing. Even on days when they do feed, the feeding time is short, so fishing becomes quite challenging. If the weather is favorable, the fish's feeding time will be much longer, and thus fishing will be easier. This is especially true when midsummer arrives, as timing becomes even more crucial. What kind of weather is suitable for wild fishing in summer? Many anglers will say it's nothing more than windy or rainy days. Wind can lower the water temperature and increase oxygen levels, which significantly improves the fish's willingness to bite. Rain can also lower the water temperature and boost oxygen, making fishing good naturally. However, windy days are far less ideal than rainy days because with windy weather, you have to consider both the wind direction and the wind strength. For example, a south wind brings muggy conditions with low pressure, causing fish to surface. A west wind brings extreme heat, and the high water temperature leads to oxygen depletion in the water, also making fish surface. Only north or east winds are relatively suitable for summer. But even on windy days, the fish's feeding time is still concentrated in the morning and evening, so the feeding period is still not long. Rainy days are different, they are the best weather for summer fishing. But not all rainy days are the same, and light rainy days are particularly recommended. If it's drizzling and the rain lasts for a very long time, you can go out with confidence. The fish will keep biting from morning till night, with a very long feeding period. Why are light rainy days more suitable for summer? There are several main reasons. Firstly, the rain lowers the water temperature and increases oxygen levels. Secondly, light rain doesn't cause significant changes in water levels, keeping the shallow water areas calm. Thirdly, on sunny days, the fish's feeding time is short not only because the shallow water heats up too quickly but also because the sunlight is strong. Rainy days are dim and accompanied by the sound of rain, which is the kind of weather that makes big fish definitely swim to the shore to feed. As for heavy rainfall, such as downpours or heavy rains, you should not go out in such weather, and there are several reasons for this. Although heavy rain or downpours can better improve the water temperature and oxygen levels, the heavy precipitation stirs up the shallow water areas, making fish afraid to move into the shallows. Secondly, heavy rainfall can easily cause significant changes in water levels in a short time, and fish tend to hide in quiet deep waters. Moreover, when the water level changes significantly, there are also safety risks. Although there's a folk saying that fishing is good when the water rises, it should be noted that this refers to fishing after the rain stops when the water has risen. So, when encountering heavy rain, it's better to fish after the rain. If you are familiar with the water area and it's safe enough, night fishing after the rain often results in catching fish one after another. There are also two types of shower weather: light showers and thunderstorms. First of all, you must not go out on thunderstorm days, as it's extremely unsafe. Because most fishing rods used now are made of carbon, which has excellent conductivity. If you put up a fishing rod in an open water area, the rod will become a lightning rod. Whether you can go out after a thunderstorm also depends on whether the sun comes out. If the sun comes out after the rain, the water on the ground will evaporate quickly, leading to high humidity, and fishing will still be difficult. A cloudy day after a thunderstorm, which is cool and comfortable, is a good time for fishing. For light showers, it also depends on whether the sun comes out. If the sun comes out after the shower, the ground will dry quickly, and people will feel as uncomfortable as being in a steamer, which is also not suitable for fishing. Cloudy days after showers and then showers again after cloudy days. This kind of intermittent shower weather is more suitable for fishing. And there's a characteristic that fish are easy to catch during the rain but hard to catch once the rain stops. When the shower starts again, it becomes much easier to catch fish. Please follow, save, and like. Daily updates. Thank you, fellow anglers. Author profile: I'm a self-media blogger who loves fishing and is good at sharing. Follow me, and we can exchange fishing skills and discuss every detail of wild fishing for anglers. Give a like, save, and follow to never miss the next update.